This is the 80 grain Barnes Tac-XP bullet loaded by DoubleTap and our Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 380 versus our pork shoulder. We're going to take a second shot further to the right of the Hydra Shok to see if we can capture this bullet. Based on the water jug tests, we should be able to keep this inside the pork shoulder. Should is the key word. There's our entrance. It's a good 4 inches to the right of the Hydra Shok. See an exit anywhere. None of the jugs behind it are damaged, so we will cut that open when we get home and see if we can find it. Thanks for watching. Here's our 9.5 pound pork shoulder from our 380 auto test from earlier today. We shot this with the Federal Hydra Shok 380 and the Barnes Tac-XP 80 grain bullet loaded by DoubleTap. This is our Hydra Shok entrance. This is our DoubleTap entrance. The DoubleTap is still in here while the Hydra Shok actually made it through, but it was found laying on the board behind it. So we know we've got about 10 3/4 inches of meat here. So it did out-penetrate the DoubleTap load, but we'll cut this apart and see how much the DoubleTap actually expanded. So here's our DoubleTap entrance right in here. Okay. So this is all from that bullet right here. There's some broken bone right here. That's maybe why it didn't make it through. Here was the DoubleTap entrance right here. We've got some good tearing through here. It's about 1.5 inches wide. Some of this is from me cutting it open. We do have a bone strike here. I'm still looking for the bullet. It didn't exit, so it's got to be in here somewhere. Okay, so after striking this bone, the bullet is actually right up here, tangled in all this fat and muscle tissue here. And that, just like the water jug test, is perfectly expanded. There's some junk in the center, but that opened up very nicely. It did only penetrate, about 6.5 inches after striking that bone. It does have a lot more expanded diameter than the Hydra Shok, but the Hydra Shok did still strike a bone itself too. But from the looks of it, this more or less directly hit the bone like that, whereas the Hydra Shok, one of the pedals ripped past it as it was going down. So overall, these both loads did expand. I probably, if I was going to choose 380, I still probably would go with an FMJ. We tested that earlier at going through 5 milk jugs, but I definitely wouldn't feel too bad about carrying the Hydra Shok or carrying this, understanding that you got to have a lot of good shot placement to make these count, especially with a limited penetration on this. Thanks for watching, everybody.